This is how I felt after I ended up on Skinny Talk. The first video that came on my For You page was basically shouting at me to put the food down. And I was like, obviously my For You page is trying to tell me to lose weight because I have been complaining and my phone listens to me all day. If you guys watch Meghan Markle, you know that she has the skinniest pair of ankles known to mankind, okay? And this lady said the funniest thing. She said she's definitely on Skinny Talk. Well, Skinny Talk, they teach you over there basic essentials to staying skinny. And I pretty much summed up Skinny Talk in one day, which is they just don't eat, they walk a lot, and they count calories. But what she said was that Meghan Markle clearly does not eat, and she says she will F up some vegetables. And that is why she doesn't know how to cook. And it dawned on me, it's always the skinny people, right? There's always skinny people trying to teach us how to cook. Let me tell you, I would never take advice from like an oversized plus size trainer that's out of shape. I would never take advice from a skinny person telling me how to cook. Give me Rachel Ray, give me Paula Deen, the Barefoot Contessa. No one is watching Skinny Legs Meghan Markle, who has chicken legs, for advice on cooking. I'm sorry, that's not what the show was intended for. The show was intended to show you guys that she's normal. She eats, she hangs out with friends, she grows food in a garden. A Martha Stewart, okay? And I don't think anybody's watching it for her recipes. I have learned everything about this show against my will. My For You page sometimes just wants to make me laugh, like watching Meghan Markle put a corn on the cob in a bag, and that's her way of making popcorn. Watching people say that are Italian, by the way, saying, I would have, come and dined with her until she did this disastrous thing. She poured water into the pan with the dry noodles. Like she didn't bring the water to a boil. There are certain things, us girlies that like food, us foodies, no. And there's certain cooking things that we just wouldn't do. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to stay on Skinny Talk because over the last week, I've realized that they're onto something. It's really just a matter of overconsumptions. Americans in general just eat too much. The goal over there is just to eat when you're hungry. Obviously, until you can get to that point where you eat when you're hungry, you need to shrink your stomach back a little bit. And that works by counting calories and making sure you're taking in less calories to drop that weight. I trained with a personal trainer for over, a year? And even after I had my kids, I was fairly skinny. I would say probably 120 pounds wet. Obviously, as you have more kids, you gain a lot of weight. And even after having 3 kids, this is 175 pounds. And I still don't look very big. I'm not that tall, 5'4". But I want to tell you ladies this. You have to just look at the calorie intake and say, what do I need to bring that calorie down to reduce my body to the size I want it to be? But people who are sometimes bigger and have a lot of muscle on them, like I do a lot of strength training. I've learned as I've gotten in my 40s here, we are going to lose muscle mass. Muscle is truly important. People like Meghan is never a body I've ever been interested in. Being on Skinny Talk for me is just going to be a matter of losing the pounds to get my calorie deficit down and lose pounds, but not muscle, lean muscle. I never want to have chicken legs. You guys tell me what you think about Skinny Talk, and if you've ever been over there. It's definitely a wake-up call that I do need to lose some pounds.